Hey, if you suffer from chronic stress, you need to watch this video because I am going to share with you 3 things that you can do to lower your stress level naturally. Because many people don't realize that 80% of the reason they go to the doctor is stress related. My name's Joel, and I'm a naturopath and a nurse, and so I've seen thousands of patients in and out of doctors' offices with no clue that stress is their main problem. The reason stress is so damaging to the body and is the core of so many of the issues that you're struggling with is because it raises your cortisol level in a way that is designed for fight or flight. So basically, if you're walking down the road and a mountain lion is suddenly in front of you, the stress hormones and the stress activation that occurs is to save your life. But that system is not designed to be tapped into all the time. They say that chronic stress in an adult is equivalent to smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. And they did that study is based on just 10 minutes of road rage. That's it. 10 minutes of road rage is equal to smoking a pack of cigarettes. So imagine what chronic stress is doing to your body. And here's the kicker. High cholesterol is a result of primarily living a high stress lifestyle. Yes, there are dietary effects to your cholesterol, but one of the biggest culprits for high cholesterol is stress, because stress damages your blood vessels on a very microscopic level, but your body has to repair those microscopic holes in your vessels. And so in order to do that, your body has to deploy cholesterol to that area and allow your body to heal those little holes with cholesterol. It's like glue or like a Band-Aid. And so we come along and we look at our high cholesterol and we blame high cholesterol, or we blame cholesterol as the bad guy. But that's like blaming firemen for being the culprits of the fire just because they're always there. That's not how the body works. So let's get to it. 3 things that you can do to lower your stress level naturally. The first one is name your stress. Make sure that your stress, you know exactly where it's coming from. You've named it, you've determined and identified what exactly is stressing you out, so that then you can be solution-based. Name the solution to that stress and begin thinking about the solution and not the problem. Because there's a story about a boy who wanted to learn how to ride a bike, and he was terrified of running into this brand new telephone pole that had just been installed next to his house. And he gets on his bike, he's shaking, he's looking at that telephone pole. He's like, I don't want to hit that telephone pole. Please, I'm so afraid of hitting that telephone pole. And sure enough, started riding his bike, ran right into the telephone pole. Well, thankfully, his older brother decided to share with him a bit of wisdom. And he said, do you want to learn how to ride a bike? He said, yes, please help me. His brother said, well, where do you want to go? And the boy said, I want to go down the road. And so his older brother said, look down the road. He said, yes, but there's a telephone pole and I don't want to run. He said, don't worry about the telephone pole. Don't look at the telephone pole. Look down the road. And that is my tip to you, is that when you have identified your stress source, look at the solution and not at the stress. Tip number 2 is get some herbs that fight stress specifically. And I'm going to give you 2 of them. The first one is chamomile. Chamomile is a great tasting tea. You can even cook with it, but it's going to help relax your body, especially at the end of a long day. A nice cup of chamomile tea is a great source of stress relief. The second one is ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is another method of lowering your cortisol level up to 30%. 30%, that's a lot. So it is a great way to fight your stress. And my third tip for combating stress and lowering your stress level naturally. Well, before I get into that, I want to invite you to my school community. The link will be in my bio. I am creating a school community that's free to my subscribers and allows for us to talk more in depth about things like stress and high blood pressure and high cholesterol, even things like diabetes and cancer. So join my school community. I'm running a challenge right now for lowering stress and lowering your high blood pressure naturally. But here we go. My number 3 tip for lowering your stress level naturally and permanently is magnesium. And you can get magnesium in several different forms. One is Epsom salt soaks. The other is Calm magnesium powder or gummies. And these methods, absorbing through your skin, absorbing with powders or gummies, is a lot more bioavailable. When you take magnesium capsules, it's oftentimes not absorbed the way it should be. And so these forms are more bioavailable. Take it on a daily basis and you're going to notice a drastic decrease in your stress level and in your blood pressure, because blood pressure is extremely tied, closely tied to your stress level. And if you're on blood pressure medications like amlodipine or lisinopril, hydrochlorothiazide, any of these, you're often going to see that lowering your stress level is going to make you have no need for those pills. So I hope these tips are helpful. Like, subscribe to my channel. Again, my name is Joel, and I'm a nurse and a naturopath, and I am determined to help you be your own doctor.